I now invite ABAAD Resource Center for Gender Equality.
Thank you, Madam President. It is a difficult task to talk about empowerment, inclusiveness, and equality when there are more than 1.5 million Syrians, in addition to a large community of Palestinian refugees within my country's borders. The conflict in Syria has significantly impacted Lebanon's social and economic growth, worsening pre-existing development constraints in the country. While last year's VNR highlighted good achievements, it goes without saying that progress has been slow. For so long, CSOs and the government have been forced to prioritize a humanitarian response, reversing progress towards long-term development goals. How can we achieve peace in a country that continues to suffer from a vicious cycle of gender-based violence? To eliminate inequalities, we must first overcome systemic barriers and adequately address the gender, human rights, humanitarian needs, but also strengthen resilience to actually achieve the SDGs. This is why ABAAD calls upon member states and United Nations institutions to invest in social protection over crisis response through multi-year funding for just and equitable governance that leaves no one behind. Adopt a rights-based approach to refugee return to prevent a greater cycle of crisis and displacement. Continue to foster the resilience of communities while promoting social cohesion and stability. Address institutional fragmentation and enhance downward accountability, diligent planning, monitoring, and transparency. Mainstream gender-sensitive and inclusive interventions and ensure the use of evidence-based approach in the conceptualization and planning of programs to reflect country-specific problems and priorities. Finally, ensure integrity across the donor community, zero tolerance for abuse, discrimination, and full commitment to core humanitarian standards. Thank you for listening.
I thank ABAAD Resource Center for Gender Equality for its statement, and